Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Ask Prashanthi. I'm your host, Prashanthi, an immigration attorney dedicated to helping you navigate the sometimes challenging and often rewarding world of U.S. immigration law. In this show, we tackle your questions, your real and pressing concerns that you have with reference to visas, green cards, citizenships, and everything in between. We pull questions from our channels, from YouTube, from LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and of course, those excellent submissions that we get on our website. So if you have an urgent question, make sure you submit it and you will hear it answered in the next episode. So let's start with the first question. This question was posted on my website and it's from Bhumika. The question is, hi, I have been working on H4 EAD for 1 year. It's valid till July 2026. I got an admission for fall 2025 master's program. It has both 12 semesters and 16 semester options. My question is, how long do I need to study on an F1 visa to get OPT benefits? And the second question is, what is the correct time to apply for change of status from H4 to F1? To respond to the first question, how long do I need to study on F1 to get OPT benefits? That's an excellent question. You have to have a course duration of at least 9 months in order to be able to be eligible for post-completion OPT. So either one of the options will be fine. 12-month master's degree or a 16-month master's degree, both are fine, and you should be able to get OPT based on either options. The second question is, what is the correct time to apply for change of status from a H4 to F1? Please remember that it's best to apply as soon as possible because your semester will start in August and this is already the month of July. You should apply in premium processing. This takes 30 days and they might be an RFE also. So the 30 days is only for a response. It could either be an approval or it could be an RFE. So my response to that would be to apply as soon as possible. Now let's go to the next question. This question is from Praveen, and this was also posted on my website. Hi, green card holders sponsoring family members. I hold a green card but not US citizenship yet. Can I sponsor my parents or my brother? Please let me know. Praveen, you can only sponsor your parents or your brother if you are a US citizen. If you are a permanent resident, you can only sponsor your children or your spouse. I hope that answers your question. Let's now go to the next questions. This is from Nancy, and this question also was posted on my website. I am a US citizen and my fiancé is not. We're planning to get married soon. He entered the US on a J1 visa, then changed to an F1, and after completing his college, he was out of status for a while. He then got married to a US citizen, but later got divorced and filed for VAWA. 4 years later, he still awaits a decision on his VAWA petition. My question is, if I file an I-130 petition for him after our marriage, will his current VAWA self-petition be cancelled, or will both cases be processed simultaneously without affecting each other? To answer that question, uh, yes, you can file for your I-130 based on being an immediate relative after you get married, and you can continue with the VAWA self-petition and the I-130 petition. But however, at a certain point of time, when you file for your 485, you'll be filing two 485s, one after your VAWA gets approved and the other after your I-130 gets approved, or maybe you'll simultaneously for I-130 and 485. So at some point, you'll have two 485 petitions pending. And at that point, USCIS obviously cannot issue you with two green cards. So um, they will ask you which 485 you would like to keep, and they will process that case, and you will get a green card based on that petition, depending on which 485 that you finally decide to keep. I hope that answers your question. Now going to the next question. This is from Amer Zameen, and this question is also posted on my website. I'm currently on a H-1B visa. I recently noticed a discrepancy in my pay stub. My pay stubs are coming from the parent company, while my visa is sponsored from a subsidiary of the parent company. The subsidiary company is wholly owned by the parent company. My extension is coming up soon, so I wanted to consult regarding this. That's an excellent question, Amer. And to answer that question, I think it should be fine, even if the parent company runs your pay stubs while you're working for the subsidiary company. You have to explain that when you're filing your extension. It's not important who runs your pay stub, though that might be of importance to show right to control and who the employer is, but that is not the only way you can show that your company has control over you. In many instances, third party companies are hired just to run payroll. So, in this instance, as long as you're able to show that your petitioning company or the subsidiary company has the right to hire and fire you and, and has the right to supervise your work, that should be sufficient. I hope that answers your question. Now, coming to the next question from Anita, and this is also posted on my website. Can a H-1B work for two contract jobs in two companies simultaneously, one for 40 hours and the other one for 20 hours? Yes, absolutely. They can, Anita. You have to file for the first H-1B for 40 hours, and then you can file a concurrent H-1 for part-time for 20 hours. And even if you do not work for one of the companies, or one of the companies withdraws your H-1B petition, the other one still remains in full force and you continue to maintain your H-1B petition even if you work for one of the companies. So with that, that brings us to an end to this episode of Ask Prashanthi. I truly hope that the questions and answers were useful and they were able to shed some light on your immigration journey. Remember, understanding your options is the first step and reliable information is the next. So if you have a question you want answered on the show, don't hesitate to reach out. You can leave a comment on our YouTube channel or on any of our other channels, just LinkedIn or Facebook. Submit your, or you can also submit your questions directly on our website. Please follow the link for a description. Thank you very much and see you again next week.